everyone. You know they talk say pikin wey say mama no go sleep, him myself no go sleep. So anybody wey say na Peter Obi matter dey pepper am for head, na him dey pain am for body, na him dey pain am for heart, na you go see them the person go dey sweet, go dey form, you go dey feel say him man no go sleep, he no go see rest. Me, I dey here, me every day I go dey carry down the book come that person domot. Me hear am well well. Remember on the 30th of March, Peter Obi went to Tunga Madaki village. So in February, I think that was February 15th, he went to that primary health care center. It was during something about week of the sick, some days like that. So he went to the primary health care center where there was only one staff. The other ones were volunteer. A lot of people, dilapidated buildings and all of that. And so he met them. He pledged to give some money to them. I think it was about 2 million naira or so, if I'm not mistaken, so that they will use it to rehabilitate the place. And then meanwhile, that was when we now did this thing where there were a lot of people who were looking so tired, hungry. Then we decided to give them some just token small cash like that. I shared the cash. You know, I even did a video on that to explain how it was. That was my first time of actually sharing money like that publicly. And I put it, I said, before you know what's happening, some people got it during one election and said that, oh, she's buying vote, or you know, say people that will want to agenda to agenda. Anyway, so that's by the way. So he went back on the 30th of March to go and fulfill that whole pledge. He met with them. But guess what? You know, say Peter Obi be the person be say leg no dey stay one place. As I talk now myself, you don't take the whole thing. Anyways, so let me just read from his hand so that you see the journey he did that day. He said, after my return visit to Tunga Madaki village in Abuja earlier in the day to fulfill the promise I made during the 2024 World Sick Week, I flew to Owerri, Imo State capital, from where I traveled to Intiga in Isiala Ngwa, Abia. So you see Abuja, Imo, and then Abia. So for those where they vest, I say, me na vest, me invest the vest well. I say, if the vest not even there enough for you, I feel package some vest sent to you, because we get some vest where they ready, so I feel package my own. Add make you the vest, make the vest you. And he said, I was joined by my dear brother and governor of Abia State, Alex Oti, to honor Honorable Ginger Obinna Onwusibe, member representing Isiala Ngwa South, Isiala Ngwa North, at the Federal House of Representatives at his Thanksgiving service. While we rejoice and thank God with Honorable Ginger for his electoral victory, I leverage the opportunity to remind him and all of us political leaders that all power comes from God, and we, the political leaders, must use such God-given grace to serve the people. I encourage him to always ensure that the right things are done by the government, especially in the area of lawmaking, and to ensure that public funds are used for the public good. From Isiala Ngwa, Abia State. He don't stop. Say remember Abuja, Imo, Abia State. For Isiala, he carry a leg. He traveled to Enugu State, where he joined his dear elder brother, Engineer Chris Okoye, and his lovely wife, Professor Ifeoma Okoye, at their 72nd and 70th birthday celebrations, respectively. He continued saying that I celebrated their many contributions to societal well-being and national development. While Engineer Chris is always known to stand on what is right, Professor Ifeoma has contributed immensely to our medical development, especially through cancer research. I pray God to grant them more health and fruitful years ahead, and continue to bless them as they serve humanity. And then there's a statement here by one Malam Jabi. He said, a moving train that's unstoppable. And I think that's just the description that really fits Mr. Peter Obi. You know, a moving train is always everywhere. You see him here, before you know what's happening, you see him there, you see him there, you see him there. That's why the people where the vest go, the vest. You get answer? That's how it could be. But anyway, that was on the 30th of March. Then, of course, on the 31st of March, which happens to also be Easter Sunday, he was at the prisons. And this is how he said, we are all prisoners. Today, I spent part of my Easter celebration at the Onitsha Correctional Center, where I joined the Archbishop of Onitsha Catholic Archdiocese. Is that how they pronounce it? Currently, Lord have mercy. I don't even know why I can't pronounce this in this now. It's not Archbishop. Archdiocese. Hey. I bet men are no verse. His Grace Most Reverend Valerian Okeke to mark the Easter celebration mass with the inmates. And so there are pictures of him with inmates and all of that. He said, in interacting with the inmates, I reminded that we are all prisoners in our nation, and we all need to seek mercy and help from God. With all the challenges our nation is facing on every front, every Nigerian needs to pray for, and above all, work for their freedom by doing what is right and contributing to our national development. I urge the inmates who were uplifted by the homely message of Archbishop and our presence not to be dispirited by their present condition, but to leverage their stay in the correctional center to better their lives, develop their skills, and commit to doing what is right so that they can make meaningful contribution to the society at the end. I appreciated Archbishop Okeke for his immense contribution to the well-being of humanity, particularly his huge contribution to the inmates, especially the skill center he set up for them, by which they can develop their skills and become more productive. I also thank the Controller of Prisons, Anambra Command, and the Deputy Controller of Corrections in charge of Onitsha Prisons, Sunday Igwe, and all their teams for their good work in keeping the inmates safe. I also thank the Controller of Prisons, Anambra Command, and the Deputy Controller of Corrections. Oh, I just read that. Okay, maybe they just repeated it. And keeping the inmates. It is my earnest prayer that God will set us all free from our various challenges as we journey towards the new Nigeria, which is possible. Indeed, honestly, we are all prisoners. That's why when people are always saying to me, oh, they are going to arrest you, and then those ones that Aisha should be arrested. I'm like, oh, the people in prison are even freer than you people that are outside. Let me go to that prison. We'll start the revolution from there, because those ones, they have more freedom. Their minds are more free than those of us that are outside that have turned themselves to slaves and all of that. So indeed, in this country, we are really not free, and we need to keep working towards that place where we get the freedom that we are all looking for, and not just sit down and be accepting of the fact that we are being treated less than human. There's nothing right with being treated less than human. There's nothing right with the way things are going on in Nigeria, and the only way that we can make it possible, we can make things work out, is when we ourselves realize that indeed we are citizens, we are not slaves, we are not prisoners, we own this country, all of us equally, and that no Nigerian is more Nigerian than any Nigeria. And the way we can get a country that works for all of us and everybody will be at a place of peace, a place of enjoyment, we really be getting that good dividends of democracy. It's when the child of nobody can become somebody without knowing anybody. Thank you.